Alright guys, it's Shalom with the Paradox Gaming Network, and the Archeage Unchained media server is up, and as promised, day one was going to be reserved for quick answers, so let's jump in. But before we do, I have to put a disclaimer out there. Everything is subject to change. Everything you see, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything can be fixed. Feedback can be given to Gamigo, so if you see something that really bothers you, leave a comment below. I will forward all of those complaints up to Crowlin and the Archeage team. So jumping in, as you saw on the cover sheet, the big quick fact for me is the Joker paint still exists. There was some rumors it was removed. We still have it. I can confirm easy anti-cheat is present in this build. I will say that the lagging login issue still exists. I've confirmed it with a couple other creators. They are all having it. Hopefully this can be addressed sooner rather than later. I will roll that up into my feedback. There are no starter boxes. That is confirmed. So that will slow down our leveling just a little bit because you won't be getting that starting boost of XP potions. And the older server to new server image transfer does work. I confirmed it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video with 3 quick tricks. It's up there in the corner. Make sure to check that out. You can save yourself a lot of time on creation day, making a character now, saving it, and then moving the file over. I want to talk about the paths. The paths are in, but I do want to point out that it's not going to be as fast as people thought. This bar right here takes 3,000 Archepasses experience, Archepasses points, and it takes quite a bit to unlock them. It took 5 Gilda Stars to unlock the first quest. It takes 2 blue salt hammers to unlock the second quest, and it takes 10 Gilda Stars to unlock the third. Also, as you see there on the left, I do want to box that and put sample back over that. Crowlin indicated that those rewards were a sample reward just for the placeholder. It doesn't really seem to work out appropriately. I haven't unlocked the premium path yet. That's going to take me a couple of hours to get the gold I need on the testing server to unlock that. So don't see all those Gilda Stars thinking you're going to get them all. I have to get a little bit further into testing for that. I will say that the Archepasses system does seem to be a source of good XP, and I'm going to be talking about all the reasons that you should use that in the Getting Started guide. I want to talk about housing for a second because there was a lot of confusion over the prices. The swept roof cottage is still only 15 Gilda Stars, and the thatched farmhouse is 300, not that 1,000 that rumor was going around about. Also, for the boats, there was some speculation that the prices had increased. The clippers are still 50, the galleons are still 500, the merchant ship is 500, and the fishing boat is 500. Now, when it comes to Gilda Stars, is 300 doable for launch? And I don't think so. And I have think underlined in green. That's my opinion. There are no regular dailies. The diligence path takes their place. We don't know what Gilda rewards are real right now. And then which are samples. So hopefully when we get into the PTS next week, that part of the build is a little bit more refined. I do know that you can pretty easily get 50 to 70 Gilda Stars from achievements. And somewhere between 100 and 109 is what I think you're going to be able to reasonably get on that main story quest. It's going to depend on how far and how fast we can get through the main storyline. That's some of the stuff I'm going to be checking today. Where are the bottlenecks? Big question came up. What about public farms? People thought that the public farms were removed. They kept going back to this thing Crowlin said, and it wasn't what Crowlin intended to say. I can tell you that I have confirmed this morning. The public farms are there. You can see Mr. Daru in his big piece next to Arkham Iris, his community center. Now I want to jump in a game real quick, and I want to talk about the shops, and I want to show you guys the shops. So here we go, and there is that face paint I was talking about. I'm very happy. We bring up the marketplace. You'll see diligence coins and credit only. Now the other tabs aren't in yet, so you can't do your Gilda Star shopping from the menu. Now I know right off the bat, people are going to see the faded Bloomfang, and they're going to be like, but I thought you said no Power Stone pets. If I cursor over it, you'll notice this pet has lost its power, can't use the skill. So they're still there. The pet's been disabled. I imagine they will remove the Power Stone pet altogether from the shop. So you see in the diligence coins, you see the values of what things are going to cost. Now I know you're like 200, 150. How easy is it to get that many? I don't know. That's something I'm going to be working on. You'll notice there's a lot of stuff in the diligence shop. You've got growth. You do have your labor recharges that they were talking about. So there's 2,000 labor for 10 diligence coins. That, depending on how easy the diligence coins are to get, that's probably pretty fair. You'll notice that the bound resplendents are there. The tempering charm that's in there isn't bound. I imagine people are going to want that one bound as well. Bound superiors, bound reds, bound Dun's blessings, they're all in there. I did notice that in housing, you can get the permanent post parrot, which you'll bring along with you, but I noticed that the farms are not in here, so that's something that we're going to be waiting on. If you're a Halloween fan, all the Halloween stuff is there, and the Spooky Anywhere warehouse is there, so that's going to be something people may want to go after. And then you have just a bunch of bits and pieces, but not all of it's bound. So I know a lot of people were saying everything should be bound, but this is the diligence shop. When we come over here to the credit shop, there is your premium Arc Pass for 1,500 credits. There's a lot of the bits and pieces, but as you see, the furniture chest is bound on pickup, instruments bound on pickup, music is bound on pickup. You can get that premium upgrade ticket for 10 gold. We'll have to look into that a little bit more. All the costumes are bound, but we know that that wasn't the big concern. The big concern is still the stat costume bound. I have no way to check that at the moment. You'll see battle pets for credits, but they're all the cosmetic ones. There is not the actual battle pets. These are really the house pets. I hope they change that from battle pets to just pets. Otherwise, people will sort of get confused. Gliders for credits are only skins. And then housing items, again, the otherworldly storage chest is bound on pickup. And then all of the plushie bundles that are in the cash shop are bound on pickup. So true to their word, Gamigo has made everything bound. So that is a relief for us. I went over both of those. And that is it, guys. That is the day one first impressions off of the media server. I know you're going to have a lot of questions. I still have a bunch in the book that we've been developing on my Twitch shows. If you have anything specific you want me to check out, go ahead and leave a comment. I will check it out, and then I will get back to you. Until then, I have to get back to the media server. I have to get this into production. So you guys take care. Leave me lots of comments and make sure to check out Archeage 101. It's pretty roughed in at the moment, but as soon as I get some free time, I promise I will work on it. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. What are you still doing here? Nobody ever stays this long. This is the end screen. Well, since you're here, there's a couple other videos I think you should check out. And all those names, those are my patrons over at Patreon. I couldn't do this without them. So, big thanks to them for all their support.